You see on the screen, these students who are here, they are going to ask you some questions on stress management. Are you ready with the answers? Okay, let's together answer. If I don't know, I'll pass on the questions to you. Okay.
Can poor time management lead to stress?
Can
Poor time management lead to stress?
poor time management. First of all, let's see. Stress is something everyone undergoes. How many of your children do you have stress? You have to go home, eat fast, take the bag, sometimes go for tuition, come back. Oh my God! Please put your hands down. Your parents are watching you. Everyone goes through life with stress. You can't avoid it. But what is very, very important is how we are able to manage the worries, the tensions. Children don't think that only you have stress. Your stress is very, very little. Everyone, whatever be the profession that people have got. For example, if it's raining very heavily, even for one day, I can tell you farmers have got a lot of stress that months of their hard work would go. So the first question is poor time management. Whether that leads to stress, 100%. If you cannot manage your time, the busiest person has got how many hours in a day? Busiest fellow. 12 hours? 24. And the laziest fellow? It all depends on what is important. That has to be done. So if you waste your time, you will definitely, in the last minute, you'll try to rush through. Even if you're traveling, if your parents have not packed the bag, till last 1 hour, I'm sure they'll be shouting and screaming and all that, put this and all that. But if they manage their time properly, everything will be set in advance so that there is no stress. Anyone else? Yeah. Okay.
Why is stress so common these days?
Because we mess up. We are not clear what do we need, what is important, what is urgent. And for children, I can tell you, I was reading something. If you ask teachers, your parents, we all had a childhood that was based, I would call play-based childhood. We played, we ran, we fell. But unfortunately, elders have introduced wrong things to children, from play-based childhood to screen-based childhood. We introduce them to the screen, and then that leads to a lot of stress. So it's all because people do not realize what is important, what is urgent. That's why everyone feels stress.
Does practice and preparation help stress management?
Does
Practice and preparation help stress management?
Yes, if you practice well in advance, you will not have to face much stress.
How does stress affect our mental health?
How does?
Stress affect our mental health.
What happens? You'll get mad. Yeah, you'll shout, you'll scream because you're not orderly. Stress will affect mental health, children, even elders. We all focus a lot on our physical health, which is very, very important. That's only one aspect of health. But one needs to have calmness, balance in life, that I would call mental health. If we are not orderly, if you're not focused, if you're not calm, always in a hurry, shouting, running about, then it will affect mental health. That leads, when you keep on postponing, things pile up, then you get stressed, then you cannot finish, you say I'm sad, I'm depressed. It will affect mental health for sure.
How can students manage exam fear and last minute panic?
Don't wait till the last minute. All of you get your timetable well in advance, right? You get in the month of June itself. So be prepared well in advance.
Is all the stress bad?
Stress is good. You can't go through life without stress. For example, if there is no school today, many of us would have got up a little late, right? Yeah, sometimes alarm may be ringing at 5, not only for you kids, for parents, for all of us. So, stress is necessary for us to move forward. Stress, but well balanced. And we need to maintain, that's it, manage the time well. Stress is there, tomorrow exam is there, today you'll study a little more. That's a little stress, but it's a good stress.
How can
control our anxiety or stress during an exam?
Anxiety is nothing but what is going to happen tomorrow. It's not just what is present. Anxiety, panic. People these days are suffering from panic attacks where suddenly their heartbeat jumps from 80 to 120, 130 in a matter of a minute. It's simply because a lot of worry is there and anxiety is not good. That's where I said every day, whatever be your age, a few minutes at the starting of assembly, Priyanka teacher was telling, breathe in, breathe out. Without teacher telling, even at home, however busy we may be, if you're able to do a few minutes, I think we will take care of our anxiety.
What are the unhealthy symptoms which are observed, which differentiate good from bad stress?
What are the unhealthy symptoms? If you're lazy, you'll have stress. If you're not orderly, you'll have stress. If you do not manage your time, you will have stress. These are all very unhealthy things. And then don't keep yourself aloof from people, from parents. Always be very interactive, be very active.
What is the difference between stress and bad stress?
Stress and bad stress. Anyone? Question pass. Anyone? As I said, stress everyone has. Bad stress is nothing but we are creating for ourselves to a large extent. To a large extent, not always. In life also we need to remember, all of us worry. But don't worry about things which are not in your control. Worry about things which are in your control. For example, studies. They are in your control. And you know that you have to study. Don't worry about how the question paper would be. Will the question paper be tough? That's not in your hand. If it is going to rain tomorrow, don't worry about it. You are not going to stop. What you have to take certain precautions in advance. So, bad stress leads to bad mental health, which will make a person get fatigued, and stressful, that leads to headache. Mental health affects the body, body affects mental health.
Does sleep play a significant role in stress management?
Does,
Sleep play a significant role in stress management?
if I say go right, you will go on sleep. Sleep is essential, sleep is very important. Depends on the necessary amount of sleep. Oversleep will make you lethargic. For children like you, 7 to 8 hours is the maximum. Minimum 7, maximum 8 hours. And when we are really stressful, especially to the older ones, when body demands rest, please rest. Sometimes we overexert ourselves and break our own body. So that is necessary. When sleep is necessary. It's not just luxury. It will always help us to be balanced and to feel fresh.
How can we avoid
It's long
making
interview.
How can we avoid making bad decisions when we are stressed?
Everyone knows, all of us, what is good, what is bad. We are so very careful. Even if you go to buy something for 20 rupees, say for example, if you go with your parents to buy some vegetables, even if it's costing 30 rupees, 40 rupees, we are very, very careful to pick the right ones. Similarly, when it comes to values, qualities, we have to pick what is right. All of us know the difference between what is right and what is wrong. Avoid what is wrong, pick what is good, then life will be beautiful.
Can food habits make an impact on our studies and stress?
Yes, bad food, junk food will make you lethargic, will make you sick. It will not keep you active. So correct, balanced diet is a must. Avoid junk food, avoid anything that makes you sick.
Thank you, brother, for your valuable time.
Thank you. I hope you all understood. Finish, no?
Brother, just one more question.
One more question, okay.
Just one more.
Just one more, okay.
Yes. Good stress is something which allows us to go on about with our tasks, and bad stress is something which has a negative impact on our mental and physical health. but there is a very thin line between these two, and sometimes students thinking that they are doing good one or not under bad stress, but still they are in that corner. How can students observe that they are going through a good kind of stress but not through a bad one?
That has to do a lot with time management. For example, if you have to reach school at 8:10 and it takes 15 minutes for you to reach school from your home, you have to start at 7:55. And then you are here at 8:10, you can take up the class in a very peaceful way. Even if you are traveling, maybe you are going to pick up a train or flight, whatever be it, proper time management. Instead of starting at 7:55, you say it's okay, just 5 minutes more. I'll start at 8 o'clock. But you want to be here at 8:10, then you're in a hurry. There's a very thin line of 45 minutes, but you are going to miss. It all depends on proper time management at all times. I've seen at airports sometimes people come late, they start arguing with the staff there. I'm late only by 2 minutes, I'm only late by 3 minutes. I remember once at an airport, I saw an Indian cricketer who was not allowed to board the plane. He said, I play for India. They said, that's all right, sir, all the best. You are not allowed to board the plane because he was late by 10 minutes. So, never be late, manage your time very wisely. It's not just enough that you wake up at 5:30 in the morning, you go through the day till 9:30, 10 o'clock. What do we do throughout the day? How do you manage every task that you have? I think that determines how best we are able to manage our stress.
Thank you, brother.
Good. Thank you.